Hello everyone, it is D's Bricks here, and I finally have a set I should have gotten in 2017. I was in Walmart, and I walked by, and I was looking at the Legos, and I saw this set, and I was like, cool. And I never really cared for it, at all, ever since. Until I realized I was going to need it for my Maximum Carnage film, but actually the main reason, well, originally I was going to get it because I was going to make a Lego film called Lego SpiderMan Mysterious Mysterio, and I needed Sinister Six members, and I needed this Vulture for it, and Shocker. Then I was like, why don't I still just get it? And I'm very glad that I did. And also, you might be able to see some scratches here. That's because this is wearing out, and and I'm going to use it for like a full year, so I'll have to track it back to the day that I finished it. And then once it's been like a year and it's all been worn out, I'll make a new one. But anyways, so this is the Lego set Beware the Vulture, set 76083. How many pieces did it have again? 375, and it's ages 7 to 14. You know, I built it at my grandma's because I got it there, and the box is over in the corner of my room. But so we're going to take a look at the minifigures, we're going to take a look at Vulture, and then we're going to take a look at the truck. So let's get started. So first up on the minifigures, we have SpiderMan. Now, this is my third Lego SpiderMan Homecoming suit minifigure, which I'm very happy with it. Yet again, like the nice dual molded legs, the arm printing, the torso, the back torso, and I really like the head. And he comes with this really cool foam piece, which is one of the things I needed for Maximum Carnage. And then you can just put it in his hand right here, and then just do this, and it kind of looks like he's on the phone. It's just not perfect. Like, if it was like this, it would look good. But I don't really like that. I mean, I think, in my opinion, I like this more. It just looks like he's like, hey! Like, he has to, like, yell into the phone. He comes with one of the strange spider webs. Comes with this web, which I'll show you what that's used for. And then these really cool white power blasts. Because in the Homecoming, he has more than just one kind of web. So these could be used as, I wouldn't say, well, maybe not web grenades, but like just web balls or something. So you push down. Okay, that one kind of failed. That one was better. There we go. And they actually do give you, where'd the other one go? They actually do give you 3, so that's really good, cool to get in an extra. So, yeah, one of the main reasons I got the set for Maximum Carnage was because I needed the phone. And also, these are really cool. Maybe I'll use them in it as well. Alright, next figure. Up next, we have Iron Man Mark 47. I believe it's Mark 47. I think so. What I really love about this figure is that it goes from red to silver and then back to red. It's a nice silver combination. There's not too many silver Iron Man figures that we've gotten, and there's some silver on the back. There was I don't think it actually was made, but there was going to be, or there was, a 2012 exclusive minifigure that was Iron Man Mark II, and it was like completely chrome silver and everything. I don't think Lego made it. I think they just decided to scrap it. Sorry about that. And I really love how this set includes the classic blue and cylinder trans pieces, like the blue studs and blue cylinder pieces, to show that he's flying, because that's just very nostalgic to me in this year, because it sucks we're never going to get another one again. I just got chills. And then this helmet is the same helmet from the Age of Ultron sets. It's Mark 43. And it's actually just a blue head in there, because it's from the scene where Peter got dropped in the lake, and it was and he was like operating it over call because he was somewhere else. So overall, great figure, great to add it to my Iron Man collection. There's a mark. Oh, that's a hair. There's a mark on his arm. I'll have to switch that out. But anyways, great figure. Now let's move on to Shocker. Here we have Shocker, which I actually really like this figure a lot. One of my favorite things about it is the arms, because if you actually take the new Woody minifigure from the Toy Story 4 sets and put these arms on, it really fits well with him, because they didn't use this arm for Woody in those sets. I don't like the dark gray legs or the generic head, but it is hilarious how they use this same head for the firefighter from the Far From Home sets. So now I'm seeing a bunch of Lego memes, like, coincidence? I think not! And I love his torso, how it's like a hoodie, or like something over a shirt, and then there's like a hood on the back. And I really like these like silver fist pieces. Now, when I first saw these, I was like, oh, they're so tiny, they're adorable, and they do kind of look adorable. And I actually didn't know about them is that the way, like, if his hand is like this, that the fist is gonna look like that, and I was like, huh. So, because, like, if you want this fist to look like that, his hand has to look like that, so I was like, huh. So I really like these. It's really nice to get these, finally, because never had any. Or, wait a minute. That's not true. I remember now. I actually have a gold one somewhere. I don't think I have it anymore. But, I had this... who here remembers Lego Chima? Now, I was never a huge fan of it, but, like, my aunts, who, like, don't really know what kind of Lego theme is my favorite, will just buy me random Legos. So, I got this Chima gorilla and this Chima lion build, and then, like, they came with minifigures with them, and the lion one actually had a golden, no, it was the gorilla. There was a golden, fist piece like this on his staff, and I actually used it a lot, but I don't remember where it is, but I'm going to try to find it now, because I just remember that I had that somewhere. But it is really cool to get two of them in silver. And also, I did make an Instagram post where I put one of them in Iron Man's hand. And if you know, you know. Alright, next figure. Up next, we have Vulture, which I am very happy with this minifigure. So he's got some just plain dark green legs, which are alright. I love the torso, how it's got like the feathers from like the inside of his coat or whatever he wears. Because that gives it a nice feathery look, referring to a vulture. And I really love the helmet here. Those green eyes are very creepy, in my opinion. And then if you take this off, it's the same vulture head that they used from the Doc Ock's tentacle trap, and then they reused this head again for the vulture from the spider crawler. But in my opinion, I think it kind of looks like Michael Keaton. It's just they should have made the eyebrows tan, in my opinion. And then some little stubble dots on the back of the head. And if you actually take off the neck brace, there's some... head's going away. There's some more torso printing on the back here. So, I really like this figure. But probably my favorite part about this figure are his wings, which I will put on right now. So, here are the Vulture's wings. These are huge, and they're like... oh god, they're like passing right in front of the camera. So, I love the stud shooters here. Because, like, they can actually detach them, and he can put them in his hands. This is very heavy. This is like gonna fall. And then these are bending at the bottom. Like, they actually help him stand up. I love the use of the Nexonite shields for the wings. But in the movie, there's actually like the propellers right there instead. Some green lights, and then these feathers are actually adjustable, but I have them in like a certain position. And then these parts of his wings can bend. Here, I'm gonna take them off. Can actually bend forwards and backwards. And then you just have to adjust these back in their place. And then on the back here, I keep these in this position because it helps them stand. But we got some really cool stickers here. Now, fun fact on mine, there's an error on my sticker. So if you look at this top sticker, you'll see a white line here, here, and here. Those are not supposed to be there. Like here, like these two, and then there's that one. Those are not supposed to be there. And I double checked. Like, that's not for me. That's a misprint, but I don't really care because it's on the back. You can move these, but they're meant to stay like this. You can also move these like that or just anywhere. But I like to keep them in a certain way because it helps them, like, stand up whenever I put them down. So, like, if I... here. Let me just... so, like, if you set him down like that, he'll stay standing up. So, I really like how Lego did that. Alright, now it's time to take a look at the side build. The giant freaking white van. Here, I'm just going to put that back. So I'm going to need shocker for this. I'll probably need... I don't know. So, it's got a bunch of stickers. Like, we have a license plate here. This is ACJR10. Don't know if that's a reference to anything, but there are some really cool stickers in here. Oh, excuse me. That have some SpiderMan comic book references. And then we have the hood piece here, which looks like it's, like, bending up so you can, like, see the engine in there. What really sucked for me is since I built this at my grandma's, I had to use a switchblade to apply the stickers so that I didn't get any hair underneath them. But actually, a couple of them got some dirt underneath him because the switchblade was very dirty. So I actually had to use a kitchen knife, and that made it a little bit better, but there's a sticker on the other side that looks kind of bad that I'll show you guys, and like what I mean by that. And the worst thing is that they're on white pieces. Some mirrors on the sides here, and then there's like a web on the windshield here. There's no doors, so you have to take off the top, and then the cool thing about this is actually you can put Shocker in here. I'm gonna take this out too, while he still has his fist on, and it fits. So like it actually looks like he's grabbing the wheel right now. It literally, I love how much room they gave you so that you can keep those on. Don't have to constantly take them off. I'm not a huge fan of all the yellow showing through here and here, because I feel like they should have just done that in white. Some scratch here, a scratch here, a scratch here. Glad they're not from me. And then a spider web up here, and then the back. I really like this sticker. It says, "How's my driving?" And then it says, it says call 555-160-689, which isn't a real phone number, and then it says shocking over it. And then over here we have a scratch, and now this is the worst sticker. So if you get up close to it, focus. Okay. So as you can see, it's kind of coming off here. Like, it looks like there's dirt under it, but there's actually not. It's actually because, as I was getting the dirt out from underneath it, all the stickiness that's, like, underneath a sticker to keep it in the same spot, I ended up scratching it off. So now it has a weird glare here. You see all those wrinkles? That's all the sticky stuff that's still under there, and then there's sticky stuff that's not. Now, there are a bunch of tiny little hairs in there, but it's too late. If I take it off now, it's just done for. And you can see Shocker in there. I really like these wheels. I think, aren't these from, like, Speed Racers or something? You know, I don't care. I really like these wheels. This is a big old truck for just this minifigure. You can pull the back open here, and then you can see this thing. You're like, what is that? And then there's, like, a box in there. Well, actually, if you open up the sides here, which is a really cool feature I like about this truck, and then there's this cannon, this 6-stud shooter cannon that you can bring up here, and I guess you can close that, and then it looks like it's just popped out of there. And there's actually a sticker on here. I'm going to take these out, because we're going to talk about those in a second. And there's actually a sticker on there, right here, that says TS39. Can somebody please tell me what that means? Because I know that's a reference to something, but I don't know. I feel like it maybe means Tony Stark 39. I don't know. Because on this one, it says AS02. Here's one. And that stands for Amazing Spider-Man 2, which I believe is the first comic that had Shocker in it. Or is it Vulture? I'm trying to think of which one came first. No, it's Vulture. Yeah, no, Amazing Spider-Man 2 is where it's Vulture. And then it's like this side up, and then there's like a glass, which means fragile. And inside this one is actually the Chitauri bomb thing, and people actually thought it was like a Chitauri egg at first. And then on this one it says AS46, which I believe is a reference to the first comic that Shocker came out in. Because I was like, wait, which one came first? But I think Vulture came first. So somebody please tell me what TS39 means. Because I was like, the Spider-Man? Like, what does it mean? And I looked up Tony Stark 39 comic book, and, like, nothing popped up. So I can't figure out what that reference is from. But if anybody knows, please let me know. And then as you can see, there's something here, and then there's something here. Well, actually, if you take those off, and it actually makes the same weapon from Kraven the Hunter from the Spider-Man bridge battle. You can actually, I don't know, the Shocker, I'm just going to use Vulture. If you actually just put it in their hand, it looks like a big old gun, which I really like how they did that. And how it, like, splits into two, and then you have to, like, put it together. Get off! Alright, and then this one, you can't really see. This one clips on back on this side, just like that. And then over here, this one clips back on like that. So, which one has, this one. So, Amazing Spider-Man 2, I believe, is the one with Vulture. And that just slides back here. I'm going to lift this up. So that slides back here. You might need a minifigure in there, otherwise they will slide up to the front. and that one down like this, and then this one. I would do this, but we all know how these work. It can't bend to the back. And then you can close these, and then close that. Or you can take this off, and it might also take some of these off. And that's where the spider web comes in. You can actually put the spider web there instead. Maybe like Spider-Man gets control of the truck and like webs them in there, and maybe uses the boxes to block out the back so they can't like attack them from behind or something. And this one actually took off the opposite one. So you gotta be kind of careful with that. It will take them off. Otherwise, if you like get it to the point where like, all right, I gotta take it off a certain way, and then they won't come off. So overall, it's a really good set. I like this. Here, I'm gonna bring everything back in here now. My favorite part about the set has to be the Vulture and his wings because of how huge they are. But I was also making a joke to my mom about how if like Vulture lands on the ground and then he like bends forward, he ain't bended back because of how many because of how much those wings probably weigh. And then like I said, it does come with, did I say it? Yeah, I think I did. It comes with 3 of these, and then they give you an extra stud and cylinder for Iron Man, and then 8 extra purple studs, 6 of them for that cannon, and then 1 for each of those stud shooters. And then this is just my little arrow pointer. So overall, I really like this set, and I'm very glad that I got it. Oh wait, before I forget, I gotta get the box, bro. I gotta get the box. So I'm gonna actually lift up the camera now. So, really love the box art. Like, we got Vulture up here, and then Iron Man, and there's a cannon, Vulture, not Vulture, that. Shocker's like, what's going on? And Spider-Man swinging in, and there's boxes coming out. And then shows you who's in it, and then 375 pieces, 76083. Hey, I got that number right. And it does have a bunch of creases, that's because this is pre-owned. And the back shows you some stuff you can do, like, he's webbed him up there so, like, he can't go anywhere. Iron Man's avoiding that. Shocker's coming at him. He's shooting a web. What? I can't decide if that's like a web grenade or whatever. Comic book included, I will get that. And then there's like, they're teaming up. You can put the boxes in there, take them out, and all that stuff. So I really like the box, and I am going to cut out the front like I usually do. But let me put the box back. And let me get the comic book. I have to get the comic book because I miss Lego comic books. I don't know why they got rid of them. It's stupid. They should keep comic books. Why don't they keep making comic books, guys? It's really dumb. And this is actually double-sided, but we're going to look at the Spider-Man side for this video, because I didn't get any Thor Ragnarok sets. So, I'm going to go here. I'm going to put a book underneath the camera, and I'm going to flip through it, and if you guys want to look at it, you can pause and look at it for yourselves. So here we go. Wait, I need another book. Give me a second. Don't fall. Alright, this should be enough, isn't it? Yeah, alright. Here we go. Alright, so, no, I actually really like this comic book. I do think it's kind of cool how, like, Lego doesn't put any dialogue in their comic books, because, like, you don't even need it. Like, sometimes you really don't need dialogue. Like, you can just show stuff and it looks cool. Alright, and I'm gonna put that back. The Thor Ragnarok comic is pretty cool, too, but, I mean, I liked Thor Ragnarok the movie, but I wasn't a huge, I'm not, like, a huge Thor fan, but that was a badass movie. I'm sorry, I was trying to go the whole video without saying a curse word, but I'm gonna stop now. So, overall, really good set, I like it, I recommend it. Somebody actually commented on the video where I said, like, where I opened the packaging and then showed the set box, and they said they would love to get it, but they're in Germany and it's really expensive. Excuse me, but I got mine on eBay for $55, and there was a listing before the 55 one for $54, So if you're lucky enough, you can find one that's maybe 50 or 55 or something, and it's only like $10 or $15 more than the original price, which I think is a pretty good deal, considering that this person bought it and then they kept it sealed for all these years and then waited, so they could have completely doubled it. Like, I've seen some that go for like $130. That is outrageous. No one's going to buy those. Well, you never know. Maybe somebody will. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this unboxing, this review. If you guys enjoyed this review, please drop a like. Leave a comment down below your favorite part about this set. Hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you can know every time I post a video. I am going to be making at least one alternative build of this and a multi-build of this and a Far From Home set. I cannot come up with anything for this set, though, for an alternative build. Because Brickbears UK made, like, a base. Somebody else made Vulture's workshop. And other people made, like, a Vulture's hideout and stuff. So I'm trying to think of something I can make out of just this without taking this apart. But I will figure it out. Alright, peace out, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.